Hi lovely reception children, it's Miss Swan here, ready with another video for you. So this is a maths video. So this week in maths we are going to be learning about a type of measure called capacity. Can you say that? Capacity. Lovely. So we have got some new star words. My turn, then your turn, before I explain what they are. Okay, so we've got capacity, volume, liquid, container, pour, full, empty, half full, nearly full, nearly empty. Fantastic. Okay, so those star words, those ones at the end, are different types of capacity. We're going to be focusing on two today. Okay, now capacity, okay, in reception, we use the word capacity to talk about how much of something, okay, there is in a container. So this is a container. I could use one of these, a measuring jug. This is a container, a glass or a cup, okay. Now, what we're going to be measuring with, what we're going to be putting in our container is liquid, okay. So I'm going to talk about liquid, but you could use other things as well, okay. We're going to talk about liquid. So there are two words that we need to think about. So the first one is capacity. Now, when you get a bit older, there are two words that you could say. You could say capacity or you could say volume. Okay, now capacity is actually how much of something, like a liquid, that you can fit in a container, okay? And then volume is how much of that thing there is inside the container, okay? But in reception, we use the word capacity, talk about both of those things. So we're using capacity to talk about how much of something there is in a container. So we're going to talk about liquid, okay? And I'm quite excited, okay, because I have got a bucket of water to show you, okay? So we're going to be using the liquid. I'm going to be pouring it to show you different capacities, okay? So what I've done is I've put some water. I filled up this bucket, okay, and I'm just going to push you back a little bit so you can see me too. I have filled up the bucket with green food colouring so that it's easy for you to see, okay. Now, if you're going to be having a go at doing this, and I think you should because it's so much fun, because there's water involved, make sure that you're doing it with an adult, okay, or that an adult is watching, is supervising you, okay, just so you stay safe. So I've got to be careful because I've got my phone, I'm filming on my phone, okay, so I've got a towel down and I've got my liquid, okay, I'm using water with some food colouring in so you can see clearly in a box. You could do this in your sink, in your bath, maybe at bath time, or just like me, in a container, okay. So I'm going to use this to help me. This is called a measuring container, okay, and what you do when you'll be in year one, you'd be using this bit here, okay, these standard measurements, but we're just going to use our eyes, okay. In reception we use our eyes, are looking to check capacity, okay. So the two words that we need today are full, empty, okay. Now you might know what those look like already, okay, but the challenge is coming later. The challenge is to explain how you know, okay. So the first one, I am going to show you, I'm rolling my sleeves up so I don't get too wet. I am going to show you a container. I'm using a glass so you can see through it, is to show you a container that is full, okay. So I'm going to pour, let me see, oh yeah, perfect, you can see me. So I'm going to use my measuring container and I'm going to pour my liquid all the way to the top, okay, and then stop, okay. So I've got to be very careful now. I don't need that bit can go back again, okay, and my pouring container goes down. So this container, okay, we use the word full. Now we can use a full sentence, that's even better when we're thinking about how to explain things. So you say, the container is full. Now, if a container is full, okay, so the capacity, we describe it as full, okay, this means the container has something, we're using liquid, all the way to the top, okay? So there's no more room for any more liquid. There's no space, no spare air in there, okay? So that one we say is full, okay? So I've got full. I'm going to have to be very careful as I put this one down because I'm going to use that one in a minute, okay? And this container, okay, so I've got the same cup, the same glass to show you, okay? This one is empty, okay? If a container is empty, okay, you can go like this. Nothing's going to come out because if it's empty, that means that container has got nothing in it. It's got no liquid in it. There's lots of space, lots of air, lots of room, okay? So that one is empty, okay? Empty. I say the container is empty. The container is empty. Lovely. Okay, so that means there's no liquid in it, lots of space. Okay, so if we wanted to, we could put liquid in because there's space, but at the moment, the container is empty. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my box of liquid, my water down, so I can just show you my two containers. Okay, so I've got this one, okay, and I've got this one. Okay, they're both the same because when we're comparing them, we want to have the same container so we can see. Okay, so this one, you can see right at the top, so the liquid comes all the way to the top. Okay, so I know that one is full. This one, there's no liquid in it whatsoever, so I know it is empty, okay? So I want you to just have a little look at them, okay? So we've got full, empty, okay? Now I want you to think, how do you know? So I was talking about that earlier. This container is full. How do you know it's full? Okay, I want you to think about how far up the liquid comes. Is there space to add more liquid? Is there no more space? Okay. And how do you know it's empty? Okay. Is there anything inside it? Is there space to put more inside it? Okay. So now I am going to point to one of my containers and I want you to describe its capacity. So I want you to tell me, is it full or is it empty? Okay. And then I'm going to pause. I'm going to give you time to explain why. So how do you know? So I want you to use the star word because. Okay, so the container is because. Okay, then you can explain how you know. Okay, so I'll go first. Okay, I'm going to point at. Okay, the container is empty because there is no liquid inside it. Okay, there's no liquid and there's lots of space inside, lots of room, lots of air, we could say as well. Okay, so I know that it's empty. Fantastic. Okay, your turn. I'm going to point at them. So I'm going to go. Okay, so tell me, the container is brilliant. Okay, so the container is full. It's full with liquid. Okay, how do you know? Can you describe the liquid for me? Okay, tell me, where does it come up to? Lovely, so the liquid comes all the way to the top and there's no more room for any more liquid. If I was to pour some more liquid into that container, it would overflow. There would be too much liquid. Okay, so it's just right to the top. Fantastic, superstars. There's no more space for any more liquid. Okay, ready? Do another one. Okay, so I want you to describe the capacity. So the container is empty. Fantastic. Now, how do you know? Okay, because, tell me, is there anything inside it? Lovely, there's no liquid inside and there's lots of space. So we could put some more stuff in there, some more liquid. Fantastic, superstars. Okay, so what I would like you to do is to, with an adult, use some water and some different containers, and I want you to have a go at pouring, filling them up, showing containers that are full, and empty. Lovely. And then I want you to explain how you know. Okay, so I want to hear that star word because. Okay, fantastic. Have fun, superstars. Bye, reception children.